Hello, hello, and welcome to another episode of AWS Tech Tales. I'm your host, Matt Burke, and I'm joined by
Hi, I'm Savannah Jensen, and I am on the optics team here at AWS.
Savannah's filling in for Zamara. And today we have an exciting episode specifically about frugal architecture, which has been something that you've been covering in your own show, right?
Absolutely. I'm usually on the keys to AWS optimization. So I think our bread and butter is definitely that frugality element. But what we're going to be doing today is a little bit more hands-on than a lot of the shows we've been doing, and hopefully gives folks a little peek into some of the fun that they missed at reInvent if they couldn't make it out to Vegas this past year.
Which I'm sure most people haven't. So if you've never seen the show before, Erie Edits, welcome back. Hey, welcome back to the show. This is the show where we talk about real life customer issues, what you can do to solve them. And so today we're going to be walking through an architecture and trying to optimize live with your help. It's part of a workshop that Savannah and I helped run at reInvent called the Frugal Architect Game Day. So this is something that you can ask your account teams to help put on in your, via Zoom, on site. And so we're going to walk through some of it today. We weren't streaming last week because of the MLK holiday, but 2 weeks ago, we did some centralized networking troubleshooting. And then starting now until the rest of March, we are here every week, 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific. So that's a little bit about Tech Tales, but we'll just get right into what we're doing today, Savannah.
Yeah. Do you want to pull up where we can find this? Perfect.
Yeah. So first, I wanted to give folks a bit of an overview if they've never heard of what Frugal Architect is. It is a set of laws that were proposed by our CTO, Werner Vogels, at his reInvent keynote 2 years ago now.
Mm-hmm.
And so we've got a bunch of content that you can explore, including some case studies, podcast. But if we go just to where the laws are, we've got, where's the other ones? We've got a bunch of different laws that go through the different, I guess that's what happened.
Yeah, you can
order on
expand
the
them.
website. So 1, 2, and then 3. So we've got 7 laws and 3 phases. You got design, measure, and observe. And so what we worked with the teams internally to say, can we build something that corresponds with these laws that shows how you can do them in practice? So you've got stuff like make cost a non-functional requirement. Architecting is a series of trade-offs. Cost-aware architectures implement cost controls. Savannah, which one of these stands out to you, or is your favorite, if you have a favorite?
Oh, I feel like I've been doing a ton of cost allocation and cost transparency recently, so I'm going to have to go with that. Unobserved systems lead to unknown costs. What is that, number 4 down there?
Yeah,
I've been helping with some basically like EKS cost transparency for a shared EKS cluster recently, so we've been thinking about that a lot and thinking about how we can optimize. But it changes by the day. It really depends on what I'm working on. What about you?
I think my favorite one is probably the architecting is a series of trade-offs. Like everyone wants it fast, cheap, or oh my god, what's the third one? Or performance.
Yes, yep, fast, cheap,
and it's going to be, and usually like you see folks kind of veering towards the fast and cheap, but what we want is more of like the performance plus maybe the fast, in my opinion. Optimization can always come later, like we're doing today. So let us know in the chat, folks, if you've had anything to do, if you've seen Frugal Architect before, if you've heard of this. What were you saying, Savannah?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I feel like that delicate balance is really present in basically all the things that we do within cloud in general. Like, I think to some of the more like strictly cost-focused elements, like if you're building a savings plan strategy or building a compute strategy that mixes savings plans and spot or ODCRs, like it's really about understanding what you're getting and what your end goal is, and then balancing those pieces and deciding kind of like what facet to optimize for. If you're optimizing for ease, then maybe like compute savings plan would be the right move there if you just want to cover everything. But it really depends on like how much specificity you can get into versus like how long in the future you understand and what your business is doing at the time too. So even within like the subgenres of AWS, I feel like we get the trade-offs and balances conversations pretty often.
Exactly. And then we're not even talking about resiliency. We're just talking about normal architecture. So we got amazing Spike, Solio. Hi, welcome to the show. If you rest of you want to let us know that you're out there in chat or where you're coming in from, we'd love to bring you on screen. In the meantime, we're going to talk about this Frugal Architect game day, what the heck we're doing here. Savannah, do you want to give like a little bit of a overview of like what this architecture looks like or how we've done this with other groups?
Sure. So let me actually take just like a half step backwards in history, because when we were trying to come up with basically a way that we can help customers practice this stuff, the kind of first stab at it that I think we go through usually is something called a fin hack, where we'll bring together like a group of engineers or a group of developers and figure out ways for them to go into their own company AWS environments, use these rules, make changes. So we've kind of structured a FinHack offering around the laws and used that premise to bring the two together. After doing that and kind of getting some feedback on what was useful, what wasn't useful, the reason why we move forward with the game day is because we can use that to really let everybody play risk-free, and democratize it a little bit more. So as we go through, like we'll be working in a real life environment that's kind of provisioned on the back end that we can make changes in. Because it's provisioned for the activity that we're doing today, or if you guys were to replicate this on your own with your account team, would be provisioned just for you. Like you don't have to worry about impacting anything by making these changes. It's something that you can really go in and click through. And I think that is the real like big exciting piece of the game day and some of the benefits that we've seen since coming out with this. And sorry if that's like too much history in that or like not.
No. I think but to even take a bigger step back, if folks have never experienced a game day, it's not something even we've covered on the show, but we gamify a series of tasks. And so you and your teammates are trying to compete for points and do things faster or quicker or build a better solution than your other teammates. And so you'll see at the top that we've got a score and a ranking and what would be a team name. So this is part of the game day infrastructure that we would generally deploy, and there would be a scoreboard. Since we're just kind of doing this amongst ourselves, the score is really there to just show if we're doing something right or wrong. So if we do something wrong, it'll demerit us points. If we do something right, we'll get way more points. So the architecture that we're going to be working with is we've got an application load balancer, we've got some EC2 instances, and we've got an Aurora PostgreSQL cluster, and some, let me even make it a bit bigger, and an S3 bucket. So we're looking to improve this. And the way that we do this game day is we have a bunch of different tasks that we're going to have to complete. And the first thing that we're going to have to do is just find our application load balancer and give that link here. And then once we do that, it'll start giving us some tasks on how to fix this architecture. So we'll start there, and then we're going to need chat's help after that.
Right.
So
I will say too, if you're somebody who works in like a pretty specific niche in the console or like with a specific tech stack, I think you'll find that some of these activities or some of these steps give you good practice a little bit outside of the norm. I know the first time I went through this, like a lot of it was familiar to me, but there are definitely pieces of the puzzle that I hadn't touched in a couple of years. So definitely recommend that as well as like a little refresher in a controlled and safe environment.
So now, okay, we've got a bunch of, so what has happened now is I've added in our load balancer, which means that if I go over here, this is now receiving traffic. So our first task is going to be aligned to law 1, make cost a non-functional requirement. And we're going to want to schedule resources for off hours. So I'm going to add this banner here.
Yeah.
And we need chat's help. So we've got a Bastion auto scaling group. So I will go to my instances. I can also just go to auto scaling too. And I've got a Bastion. So what would I need to do, folks in the chat, to complete this? So what it's asking is, configure your Bastion auto scaling group to automatically scale down to 0 instances at 5 p.m. UTC and scale back up to 3 at 8 a.m. UTC. That's our first mission.
Task.
I don't have any Mission Impossible. I wish I had some Mission Impossible music.
Yeah, we were playing with the sound effects, but I feel like we need some like stressful ones.
There's not. I don't think any of the stuff that we've got built in to our control board is the
suspense. The suspense.
Suspenseful enough.
All right.
Well, where would you go first, Savannah?
I'd go back to your auto scaling group console and let's go ahead and read a couple of these. Can you make it a little bit bigger?
Yeah. I don't know why it keeps going back from 100 to 125. Okay, so here's our auto scaling group.
Okay, we got the 3 down pat. That's good.
Yeah, we got 3.
Yep. And then I would guess that option that says automatic scaling in the middle might be helpful here.
Oh, look at that. Okay, so we can try to create a policy here. Simple scaling. This thing is a CloudWatch alarm, so it's not even. This is by. This might even be too, because this is dynamic. This might even be too advanced for what we're trying to do.
Mm-hmm. Pop on back. What other actions do we have?
We got predictive scaling, and then we've got scheduled action. So this seems.
That seems a little bit.
Yeah, as simple as possible here.
Yep.
So let's see. We wanted to do one that scales to 0 at 5 p.m. So,
and can you go back and look at the time zone for a second?
Oh, UTC.
Okay, UTC.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
I'm like so twisted around that because sometimes, depending on where you're looking in the cost tooling, it's like UTC and sometimes it's local.
Yeah, ETC, UTC, and then we want to go. Let's start, I guess, today.
Today.
And if it's 5, then it's 17 o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
No, when is 17?
You're gonna have to do tomorrow, I think, because we're past. Oh no,
no, that's good. It's just the way that the console. So let's do scale down. So it starts every. Oh, given. Yeah, you're right. It's in the past. So let's go to tomorrow.
Okay.
So that is our scale down, and then we would create one for scale up.
50% done.
Let's see. We want it to go back up to 3.
3.
So we want 3. Minimum 3. Max 3. Every day. And we were doing it at 8 a.m.
8 a.m.
Oh, I keep going to this one. So let's do tomorrow. 8. Okay. That's our scale up, scale down. So what's cool about a game day is that once it sees that there's a scheduled action, it should eventually refresh with saying that we did this, but it's going to take probably a minute or two.
Okay. If you go back to just the auto scaling group, there you go.
There you go. So this is kind of what we're working with, chat. So like as
Look
you
at that
see,
score. Look at that score up there.
That's pretty good.
Wow.
We were like at like 0 before. So this is what we're working with, chat. So as you see us try to work through these tasks, please help us out. Please let us know what's up.
Let's before we move on, let's go back up and look at what it's actually getting us.
Oh yeah,
like, lists out the benefits.
That's a good point. So now we're saving 15 hours a day because we're not going from 5 p.m. to 7:59. It's not running. We got less energy consumption and carbon footprint, which now translates to your customer carbon footprint tool happening every month instead of every 3 months behind, which is super exciting. So you can see that impact. And then -8% operational costs through intelligent resource scheduling.
Not too shabby.
Only thing to look out here
5 minutes of work.
Yeah, the only thing to look out here is like if you're using a very big instance, maybe worrying about capacity, but other than that,
or like a strange region.
A strange region. Next one is Graviton migration. So this one, we're saying we want to take our web servers and we want to move to x86. So probably
let's
go back to the auto scaling group.
What are they now?
Let's see, our prod web servers are using this launch template. And the launch template is saying that they are T3 larges. Okay,
so we need a T4G of some sort.
How did you get to that?
Graviton and 4.
I made that tone sound like I really was asking.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
Certainly not a T2 micro.
We need to go to. So I think what's funny for chat and for our audience is like when you're looking for Graviton, you want to go up a generation. So if it's a 3, you're looking for a 4. If it's a 4, you're looking for a 5. And the G is what tells you it's Graviton. That's pretty self-explanatory. So if I edit this, I want to create a new version probably.
Yep.
And that version is going to have T4. So this is something that always happens when we do these game days. Does anyone in the chat know why this is grayed out? And I feel like this is this this new? I feel like this wasn't here before, Savannah.
I feel like that was not here when I test drove this in November.
Yeah, I feel like people make this mistake enough that we've added it into the console. Amazing Spike says, can you expand a bit on the difference between Graviton instances and others? Why don't you do that, Savannah, while I'm okay. While I'm driving.
Giving me the hard ones. So it's a different processor type. It's something that AWS has kind of created ourselves. The way that I think about it in terms of efficiency and how I talk to my customers about migration a lot and how to think about like moving to the newer instances are, one, the price performance of Graviton is better, which means you're getting more processing power for a lower cost metric when you kind of average it out. There is often some amount of testing that you have to do to make sure that your current infrastructure will run on Graviton as well. But the other kind of quick gotcha and thing that I like to, well, it's not really a gotcha, but the thing I like to keep in the back of my head is you can run them hotter than other instances. So you can push more through it. And in terms of that, like the metrics that we usually think about for right sizing and the CPU like levels of these instances, after adopting Graviton, I expect to see those things kind of go up significantly more because you can't run them hotter. Does that cover at least some of it, Matt? I'm sure there's parts from the technical
No, I think
perspective that I missed.
no, I think that's a really good overview. I mean, I think of it the same way as when folks move from Intel Macs to the M chips. Like you're getting an ARM versus Intel, you're getting better CPU per energy performance, things like that. Sam says, do we need to maybe update the AMI? Yes, that is what we're gonna do. So all we got to do is change from x86 to ARM, and then that will change what we can select from the instance type, because now our selected instance type says no, it doesn't work. So we're gonna do a T4G, and we've got a lot of choices: micro, nano, small. So we're gonna go with nano.
Do we want to do a larger one right now? Because don't we have to? Oh no, we right says the other thing. Never mind.
Yeah, I think this will help speed things along. Hopefully. So we'll change it to a nano for now. Let's say that we want to get the cheapest option, and so we'll create a new template version. And if Sam or anyone else wants to help us, what do we do now? Like we've got a new instance version. What should we do? So right now we need to just migrate all our production services to run on Graviton. So, see, I knew Sam knows the answer. Sam says perform an instance refresh, of course. So let's go do that to our group.
Don't we have to plug in the new launch template too?
Yeah, but we can do that from here.
Okay, perfect.
So normally I would say launch before terminating, but we're trying to speed things along here. And where's my... We have this. Update launch template.
There we go.
And then I can go to
version
2. So this is hard coding it. You can always do like the latest or default or whatever, but I'm hard coding it. And you can also always override if you wanted to, but I'm not going to.
Oh.
The architecture of XC. Oh, hold on.
Go back to the template.
Did I not? I thought I fixed it.
I thought you did.
So hold on. You can't even let's see, edit. So if I modify it, then it's going to create a new version. That's fine.
You had it set to latest, right? So I feel like you're fine.
Yeah. Yeah, we changed to ARM64. So we're on a T4. So that should be fine. So why is it telling me...
Try again, maybe. Maybe it just didn't update. Oh, okay.
All right, let me do 2. That was a weird...
There you go. That's weird.
That was a weird... I'd hesitate to say bug, but behavior.
I feel like whenever I'm in a game day environment too, I'm like...
I said, please validate the auto-scaling policy is set to latest. Yeah, that's probably why I didn't hard code it. So we're okay. I was trying to avoid doing it in 2 places, but you could also go to the auto-scaling group and change the
oh yeah,
what it's using. Because right now it's at 1. I could have changed it to 2, but we're just doing the refresh based on 2. So I'll change it here anyway. Oh, see, it's still yelling at me about the same thing. Very odd. Okay.
Hello? Okay. Well.
Oh, because manually add instance types. That's why. Why was it manually doing that? Reset to launch template. See, there you go.
There, now he's happy.
Yeah, that's what that was throwing that error, is the T3s were manually set in there. Anyway, let's see what we're doing with our refresh.
Check on it.
So we can see if our instances that are running, our prod web servers are still T3 large. This might take a little bit. I'm going to cancel. So what we can do is, let me keep one tab open for showing the instant refresh. Oh, so you didn't update anything. Hold on. That's so weird.
Refresh him again. I wonder if it was just that hard T3 configuration in there that was
weird.
Wonder. Okay. Well,
okay.
It's cooking now.
Oh, see? Well, now.
There we go.
Good. So next, the question is updating our database to Graviton. So we want to take our Aurora PostgreSQL cluster running on non-Graviton. So we want to upgrade all our database instances in the cluster to use a Graviton-based instance type. So we must use dbr6g. We have to minimize the application downtime and ensure database cluster remains highly available. Has anyone done this? Chat? Any of you migrated your RDS to Graviton? It's a lot easier than EC2 for sure. Even though we just made it seem super easy. It's the underlying dependencies are different. So we want to. I like when something says "do not delete." By the way.
Yeah.
We need to do for our production cluster, so that's pretty easy. We go and modify.
Righto.
And let's see. Got our database insights. We got our IAMROL. Cluster groups. So this is all good. Then we're going to need to update our instance. So instance configuration.
There we go.
So this is under burstable, but we want to go to R6G.
R6.
So let's chat. Is that a burstable or not? Well, this includes R, so obviously, yeah. Sam says nope. I like relying on Sam. Thanks.
Thanks, Sam.
So let's go to R. And we want R6G.
We're looking for those G's.
And we're going from... See, now I changed it. I don't know where we're coming from. Hold on. Let's cancel. This instance is...
it was like a
T3 large.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we
want to do like a T4
small
large.
one.
Or small, you think?
Or like smaller than the R6 2XL that was R6G.
So R6G. What do we think, chat? I guess just large. There's not anything
just
smaller.
large then, yeah.
And we continue. And again, you would apply this during your next maintenance window, but for now, we're going to do this immediately.
We're on the clock.
We're on the clock. We're already halfway through, Savannah.
Yeah. It's a long game day.
It is. I mean, you will definitely, if you've got a lot of folks, you'll divide and conquer on this.
Mm-hmm.
See, look, this is saying 21. So I skipped ahead a little bit. Sorry, guys. So the next challenge was to right size your instance while we're waiting for the RDS to move over. And so that's why I specifically picked that nano size. And it's still saying I didn't do it.
I'm also like, can we push more traffic?
It's saying it's consistently below 40. Oh, right. Because Yeah, you want your CPU utilization to be between 40 and 60, but we made it literally the smallest instance type we could. Let's see how that refresh is doing, by the way.
Graviton, man, it's just too good.
Yeah, we've got. Okay, it's still initializing, so there's only one of them.
Okay.
So maybe once these other two are done, we'll get some. Let's just see what the. This is getting a little bit too small for. Let's just see what our. Yeah, the graviton is only going to 20%, even though we moved it down from a large and went to a nano. It's so funny. At a certain point, you just got to run stress on it. Okay, we're modifying our RES. Let's see what else we got to do. Oh, so we still have, this one's so difficult. Oh, actually, no, this part is not difficult, but this can get really tricky.
We can at least like create the queue though, right?
Yeah. Okay. So we need to create a queue and configure it by using the queue URL in the store. So where should we go first?
Probably SQS.
I mean, that's probably too dumb of a question for me to ask. Of course, that's where we have to go.
Hey, I will be honest. When I was testing this last year, like this is the first time I touched SQS in like 7.5 years.
7.5 years.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Because I was playing around with it for my like initial certification exam when I started, and it doesn't come up that much in my daily work. So
I mean,
as a good refresher, I was like, oh my gosh.
Using Kinesis. They always want it's because we're usually talking about queues in the data processing world versus like this, which is just like shuffling messages. All right, so we want to create a queue. Thinking just as to create a queue. So it's obviously a standard queue.
Tucktails queue.
And it didn't specify any other settings. No. So the only piece of this that I would need to change is who can receive messages from the queue, which is we want to configure the web server to use it.
Okay, wait.
So
we need to get the queue URL after we create it.
Yeah, so who can send messages to the queue? Let's see what role the EC2 instances have. So I'm in the monitoring. How do I get back to just refresh this?
Yeah, go back to yes, perfect. We love security.
So we just need this security group. And
copying.
But that's not.
That's
supposed to put the ARN.
That's the group, not.
That's the group, not the
role.
Yeah,
you can just do the whole account, I guess.
But here's the role. Hold on.
We'll need to look at the instance profile role person.
Here it is. We have the role right here.
Sweet. Okay.
And that should be enough. Or no, I don't. I need like the full ID of the role. Hold on. So let me. Hold on. I'm getting confused. Let's go back. This is the role. Let's get the ARN of the role. There we go.
There we are.
Well, Sam said instance profile role. So do we need the instance profile ARN or the ARN? No, that's the ARN of the profile that's attached to it. So you should be okay. I'm confusing. This should be good. Let's find out. So now we just created a queue
We got
Now
that
we have the
URL.
orange for the queue.
Okay. And we
then
need the
to, yeah.
URL for the queue, no?
Enter store.
Store.
Not the fun kind of store.
Go back one. Because I think we need the URL, not the ARN.
Oh, okay. URL. You're right. SQS server queue. Yeah, because applications don't know what ARNs are. So this should do it. So now we probably would have to refresh all our instances again. We're gonna go back.
Let's go to the thing, the score, and see what we've got. No.
Yeah, not configure. I think it has because it's pulling this from startup. So I think we have to just redo
we probably do have to cycle it again.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get some more CPU.
Maybe.
Stress.
Meanwhile, our poor. Oh, we're configuring advanced monitoring. I was like, come on. Our poor R6G is still
thinking.
Coming up. But the stuff with the queue is the hardest piece that I had. So I agree with you. It's like you don't play this enough.
It's not something you're doing every day.
No.
And I feel like that's probably true for most folks out there as well.
Okay. 13.4%.
How is it lower?
How is it lower?
How is it lower?
Well, we've got a. Oh, so Graviton finally worked, guys. So yes. Great job. We're doing it.
Score going up.
Score's going up, so we're winning, but that's because no one else is playing. But yeah. So folks, if you're just tuning in, I know we're towards the little more than halfway through the hour. We are going through this AWS game day for Frugal architecture. We are working through a bunch of different tasks to reduce the operational cost of this live web application, which I'm realizing now we never actually showed what the app looked like. We're just kind of going in blind and fixing it. But this is what our app looks like. It's for unicorn rentals. You can run fleet reports. You can hire a unicorn. You can see where your unicorns are in the world. It's got an API. So that is what we're working on today. And it says async processing via SQS is available when configured, which is what we're trying to do right now. So the question is, did I do the SQS part correctly?
Okay, is it still refreshing?
I think it's either done or it did nothing.
That looks done.
But it keeps going instances to update 0.
Okay.
But
should you try to run to unicorn and see if that does anything? Maybe we have to. Please give unicorn. Thank you.
Oh, I mean, we hired a unicorn.
Beautiful.
That's exciting. There's the unicorn rentals. Yeah, you'll find this as like the company for every game day. Let's see if this did anything. No, because I guess
okay.
The first question is. Oh no, you got something. You're thinking something.
Yeah, let's go back to our parameter store and look at that and see if it's.
This looks okay to me.
Yeah, that looks okay. Can you go to the history? Can't we see if anything's been in there?
Yes. It's what I changed it from.
Okay.
But I think what I was thinking was if I go to the queue, I should be able to see if anything's hitting the queue.
Yeah, there should be something in the queue, hopefully.
Which seems like there's no data. Empty number of empty receives. So that's something.
Okay. That's
I don't see. Let's go back. Let's check if it didn't. Yeah.
Should we check the hit or wait, let
Let's
me
check
reread.
Oh.
What?
I was gonna check the hint.
Oh, okay.
Just to show chat what it looks like. We're gonna get demerit points though. It's gonna deduct a bunch of nice points from us. Okay, we did this.
Okay.
That's good.
We did that.
Make sure you're
I wonder if it's our.
It could be the permissions still. So let's, because we just need to put stuff in the queue.
Okay.
So.
Go.
Oh. But you know what? We gave it the role, but the role doesn't have SQS access.
Oh.
So let's go back. So fun.
Okay.
So what we did was we built this queue and we gave it the ability for the sender to invoke this role, which is great and all, but this doesn't have SQS access. So let's just do.
Okay. I never would have figured that out. Whenever there's a security issue, I'm just like, oh no.
Well, I just happened to have this open and I was like, wait a second.
Wait a
We said the role
minute.
could do it, but the role doesn't even have access to SQS. So what would he even be doing?
He's trying
okay.
his best.
He's trying his best. All right, let's refresh these guys one more time. I've got too many tabs open. This can go away and this can come back again. I'm going to replace the instances and
yeah, ignore all that.
I'm just thinking if there's any way to do this quicker. But that is the quickest we can do.
That part has at least, I feel
successful too quickly.
Mildly fast. If you go back to just like all the instances, like the instance list, I feel like that's where we get our like waiting and initializing.
I think it's just see that it's all good. So I'm just gonna do something crazy.
Oh, that's really crazy.
Let's see what happens. Because we just need one of these to hit the.
Yeah, we just need something to get into the queue.
Because what'll happen is if it's rebooting and it thinks it's not in a healthy state, it might reset it. Whatever. In the meantime, we can't go forward, can we? Because we're stuck with these two. This is what always happens: is this CPU is too. So sorry.
Okay.
The right size one. We're still 20%. Oh, reducing capacity. That could help.
Okay, yeah. I can also rent a bunch of unicorns and see if that helps. Or hire them.
You could. No, let's go back to our auto scaling group.
Okay, and
let's edit this and let's change it to 1.
I like it.
And that should just do it. It's saying updating capacity. So I should solve 2 birds with 1 stone here. We should be able to knock out some of these EC2 instances and also fix the processing piece. So now we got a bunch of terminated guys.
Oh, those are our T3s though. Those are old.
Oh yeah, those are the old ones. So
Cool.
now we're just waiting.
There we
See,
go.
shutting down. And that means that our friend over here should
one
get more
instance
traffic.
to rent all of my unicorns.
And then it's going up.
It's above 25. Yay. Okay.
So let's see, relative 3 minutes. That doesn't help. See, 17%. That was like an average what it gave us before.
Okay, well, I feel like it at least went up a little bit. I saw it say in the 20s there for a brief second.
Yeah, for sure. It was
Yeah.
up there.
It was up there. Do you think that let's check the game day and see if that counts?
It needed to go up to 40 though.
Oh, I thought it was above 20.
40 to 60.
Oh
we
my
really want to be
gosh. Okay.
optimized. Oh, but the good news is our queue worked.
Yes. Okay. Cool. So
All right.
good job with the permissions catch.
That was off the top of the dome. I wasn't even looking at any instructions. So I feel very proud.
You're a good TAM, Matt. You're a good TAM.
So next, a worker auto-scaling group is already defined in your cloud formation template, but scaled to 0 instances. These workers run the same Flask application, but in worker mode. Scale up the worker ASG to start processing the cube messaging. So I just need to go to auto-scaling groups then. That should be easy. Worker fleet.
Oh, yeah, that's self-explanatory.
And it just went into the template for some reason. Hold on. So I want to edit it. And does it say any reason what it should? Okay, I'll scale it to 1.
Okay.
Let's be frugal. And while we're doing that, I'm going to start closing out
your tabs.
These tabs. They are too many tabs. Because ultimately I wanted to see it's still going down. I think I need chat's help.
Yeah, can you ping me that? I'll rent some unicorns and see if that helps.
I'm going to put this in the chat.
Put it in the chat.
So hit us with some unicorns. We're going to try to get this thing above 40%. And, oh. No, this was the asynchronous. I was like wondering. Still saying 24. Okay. Otherwise, all right. To summarize where we are at so far for everyone as we near the end of the hour, we successfully schedule resources for off hours. So we added in some scheduled sailing for our instances. We migrated EC2 to Graviton using an auto-scaling group and launch templates. We migrated a database to Graviton. And then we are kind of right-sized our instances, but we're still kind of fine-tuning it slightly. And that's why we're trying to get more traffic in here to show that we are above 40%, but below 60%, which is like a hard window to hit. And then we got some asynchronous processing. We got an SQS queue coming. And then we just deployed some workers processing from that SQS queue. So now, geez, we're losing 150 points every evaluation till this is complete. We need to configure spot.
Oh, that's instances. So stressful. Okay.
So I think this should be probably the last thing that we do. It's multi-AZ enabled. All instance types are Graviton based, but we still need to do these things. So we're going to have to do this in order, folks.
Okay. And we want this to be our monitoring one or our launch?
Our worker fleet. So
okay, our worker.
Okay. Did it say specifically to change the? Yeah, just change the group. So where would I go? So their termination policies. Oh, maybe I should just go into the launch template. So let's create a new version. And storage resource advanced. Okay. We want to add spot instances.
There we go.
And then we want to use price capacity optimized allocation and capacity rebalancing and configure at least 10 instance types. Okay.
Okay.
So we're going to customize these instance options.
Can you go back to the directions for a second?
Yeah.
Okay. Price capacity optimized, capacity rebalancing. Okay. Go back. I'm done.
Oh, see, there's a lot of things. Okay. That I'm looking at here that are saying don't include a launch template, don't include a launch template. So that makes me think that what I want to do is specify instance attributes. So I want 2 CPUs and I want at least 4 gigs of memory. Let's say max like 8 CPUs and 32 gigs of memory. And then we probably want to. Oh, why did it get mad at me? Oh, because minimum's too low. And CPU manufacturer is Amazon.
Oh yeah, okay. I was like, how are we gonna?
So why is this still saying resulting instance types is 0? It was liking it up to a point.
Yeah, can you manually select and then just click, click, click and select all the Graviton ones, or no?
See, this would only do for, because it's simple. That's why. So this is only going to pick one at a time.
Okay.
Or this is only letting me pick one at a time.
Isn't there like a purchase option somewhere to get to spot? Or am I misremembering that?
Hold on. You're in good shape. I'm just trying to find, I had it. It was loading a bunch of them, and then it yelled at me. So hold on.
Story network.
Advanced. Specify. Let's go to maximum. 8. Minimum 8. There you go. See, it's loading stuff now. So let me just do Amazon. 104. Perfect.
Okay. Can you drop down that little triangle?
This? Just to see how many things we have. A lot of options.
Okay. Is it going to get mad about the A1? Probably not.
Well, it won't come up. Okay. So yeah, I don't want to include this in the launch template. We want to go back to the auto scaling group, go to the new version.
Could it do 2 because it didn't like that before?
It's saying is missing an instance type. Either use a launch template that has an instance specified, or use a launch template doesn't request spot instances. Include in the auto scaling group property.
Oh.
Didn't like what we did.
Yeah. Can you go? This one. This is what I was looking for. There's like you have to set this to like 100% spot. And
so then let's do this.
OD.
I'm going to go back to version 1.
Mm-hmm.
override the template. 100% spot. Great. Now we have price capacity optimized. That should actually take care of most of this.
Feeling good.
Yeah, configure at least 10 instance types. So that's the only piece that we have to fix is choose
Preview.
attribute, CB manufacturer, add.
Perfect. Okay.
Amazon. And update. Oh, okay. Maximum, let's do 8. And maximum is 16.
Okay, and let's make sure that that's okay. Yep, that's a higher number than 10, so we're good.
And that should, let's see how long this takes. I probably have to refresh it.
Refresh again. Oh yeah, because it's probably looking for a spot. Well, maybe not.
Yeah, well, let's try it. We got
We'll see.
3 minutes.
No. It's so stressful.
Oh, I don't want to enable skip message. Great. Whew.
Okay.
All right, let's see what happens. That's why it's funny. We have instructions for this in the CLI, but then I never use. I'm not even looking at the instructions, honestly.
I really wanted to try it on the console because that's usually when I have to guide my customer through how to do something, I'm usually guiding my customer through how to do it in my console because they're using console. So I try to keep it that way because it's easier. Okay.
I think it's funny because the trick of all this is that everyone's just using infrastructure as code anyway, so no one's ever touching any of this. But it is fun to see the menu of options.
Yes, I think it's still important to know how much goes into it too.
Yeah,
the different pieces.
So we did it. We got through successfully. We got through the first 2 laws here.
Wait, can you go back to the right sizing? Did I request enough unicorns to?
Yeah, you did. Yeah. Isn't that exciting? You got it up to.
That was really exciting.
Yeah, you were just spamming it in the background the whole time. Wait, okay. Before we drop, let me see what that looked like.
If you can see those anywhere, it's please give unicorn.
No, I can just look at the. Oh yeah, look what you did.
Yeah,
that was a great job.
Perfect.
41%, just exactly what we needed. SGLO9WG coming in right at the bottom of the hour saying, what is the best way to pivot to a FinOps background? FinOps Foundation. Get certified. Start getting some experience. That would be my 2 cents. And we have some great courses on Skill Builder on AWS as well.
Yeah, I would second that for sure. I think go to the FinOps Foundation website, see if you can join. Usually, as long as you have an interest, they'll still give you access to the community, so you can start to get a feel for what's going on and what the role looks like. Definitely leverage those certifications. I feel like the FinOps Foundation certifications are super helpful if you're coming in fresh or if you want to learn about a cloud provider that you don't have experience with already. And follow folks like Matt and myself on LinkedIn and kind of keep an eye out for the content. I think it's a very chatty specialty.
Yeah, go check out Savannah's show, Keys to AWS Optimization. You can put that into YouTube. You'll find tons and tons of content and episodes that would help you, especially if you're trying to pivot into AWS FinOps specifically. But we have run out of time. Savannah, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you had as much fun as I did clumping away at this thing.
Thanks for having me. It was a blast.
Yeah, of course. Guys, check out Savannah. Your show's on Thursdays. What time?
Thursday, 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific. And I think we're skipping this week, but our Feb episode is going to be on Compute Optimizer, which is exciting.
That's awesome. There's so many cool things that come out. So folks, we will be back every week this time. Be sure to tune in and check the replay. Savannah and I both will not be on next week's episode, but tomorrow we'll be back with a special guest to do another fun interactive workshop from reInvent, specifically using Kiro. So thanks, everybody. Hope you had a great time.
Take care.